Hello everyone, and welcome back to the adventures of Kered Larae. Last we left off, the group had just helped the Sphere Neblin, Deep Gnomes, by destroying an evil demon that was threatening to destroy their village. The mayor of the village reaffirmed his gratitude by rewarding the party with a magic item, as well as giving him a gem that would allow them to enter the lair of a guardian known as Adalon. Powerful enough to dispel any darkness. Alright.
Of course.
So the party is going to enter and see what lies within.
I wouldn't dream of refusing.
Interesting wall decor. Hasted Minsk.
Oh, yes.
Alright, let's have Kered,
Where Minsk goes,
Welcome.
Oh dear.
Welcome to my
stands
lair.
aside.
I have watched your progress with great interest.
Oh. It would appear that Adalon is a silver dragon. Well, with a name like that, Kered was suspecting that she would be significant, but not quite to such a degree. So after recovering from his initial shock, what would he be inclined to say? No. I imagine he would want to be as diplomatic as humanly possible and say, My lady, you honor me with your words. I'm sure I do, but flattery is not why I have allowed you to come here. Do not think me too generous. I am not as tolerant as others of my kind. I am Adalon, the Guardian, and I have done my duty as well as I have been able for many a century. I was not the first, but I know the history. My charge is the elven ruins above, an ancient temple that marks the gateway to the Underdark. There are others elsewhere, but this was the first. The first what? The temple marks where the elves of Dark Hearts first descended, truly separating from elven kind and becoming Drow. The Drow keep the outpost of Ust Natha here as a symbol, one that is fought over regularly, though I have governed the hostilities and seen peace for decades at a time. But there has been a crime here recently, and I can no longer honor my commitment. I will ask your assistance, and in return I will aid you. Okay. Kered always likes the idea of having powerful friends, and she seems to have been pretty reasonable thus far, so speak on. I will listen, and we'll see what we can do. Although he's secretly kind of curious, why would she need us for help? I mean, it's a dragon, I'm sure she can do whatever the bloody well she pleases. Silence! I will tell you when you may speak. This is a very important matter, and I will not be interrupted. Well, that was kind of odd. Be a little taken aback by that, but she did warn us earlier she wasn't as tolerant as others. I guess considering who she has to deal with. The Drow respected the borders of this place for centuries, only venturing out for sport and small skirmishes. That was the balance. The two you seek, this Bodhi and John Irenicus, I believe they have made a deal with the Drow for their own safe passage, and offered a way to tip the scales against their elven enemy. You may ask why I do not extend my influence. I cannot. Irenicus bargained with my most prized possession. He violated my lair and stole from me. They have taken my eggs. Okay, well, it's definitely not going to taunt her. Even then, this response just seems a bit too dramatic. So I guess kind of bumbling over himself a little bit, he would say, oh, that's unfortunate. I assume they threatened to destroy them, should you venture out. I have been informed that to move from my lairs to cause the destruction of my eggs. It is the final straw in a long list of atrocities I have been witness to. You must retrieve them for me. Do this, and I will reveal a safe escape route to leave the Underdark, one that emerges close to where Irenicus plots his next move. In addition to placing you near your target, I will also make a gift of an item from my hoard. It will be powerful and worthy of your service. Well, let's see. 4, absolutely not. Okay, this would offer to help you even if there were no reward. No! No, not at all. I mean, not that Kered doesn't enjoy helping people, but she is being kind of, not really so much confrontational, but she's saying, like, if you help me with this, then I'll help you with that. I mean, she's kind of she's offering a trade. And, you know, while it's unfortunate that, you know, she had her egg stolen and essentially she's being blackmailed to doing nothing, I don't know. She just seems to have taken an almost combative tone with the group. I'm sure she has a plan. Creatures like this typically do. He would seem kind of shocked at this, and then kind of ask, I wonder what it is that you think I can do. You asked me to face an entire Drow city. I realize the danger of the request, but I do not ask you to simply assault the place. No, there is a much more subtle way to succeed. You will take the identity of a group of Drow I dispatched recently, a party from another city destined for Ust Natha. I will transform you, and you will be able to pass among the Drow with ease. They will not see through the fiction I create. When you arrive at the gate, tell them that you are from the city of Kered Larae, and that you seek sanctuary within Ust Natha. Okay. Wow, that's an awful lot to ask up front. I wouldn't say let's just dive in. But it's not like he's completely willing to pass up the idea either. There might be another way. But really, this is how Kered would think. I question the logic of this. I do not know the ways of the Drow as well as I should, or their language for that matter. Improvise. They are in the turmoil of war at the moment and will overlook much. They will not turn away extra hands. You will not be discovered by any other means than your own mistakes, so be careful not to make them. Wow. And it comes to the big choice. Good. Could our humble troop of adventurers really find a way to pretend to be Drow and put up this little masquerade? Oh, wow. Especially Minsk. I don't see how this is gonna work. Yeah, I would say Kered's gonna say, wait, this is just too dangerous. There has to be another way, thinking that maybe they could sneak in with powerful invisibility spells and kind of take them that way. I fear that the choice is no longer yours. Oh dear.
It is done. You now resemble the denizens of the Drow city, complete with a house insignia that will not draw undue attention. I suggest you act like Drow when speaking to anyone you meet.
You will also have knowledge of the language of the Drow, and your speech will be heard as though you have spoken their dark tongue all your life. Wow, okay, well, magic makes us look like them and makes us speak and understand them. Well, that's rather convenient. No years of lingual study for us. The illusion will last as long as it needs to. Trying to leave the city through their main gate to the surface will dispel the magic. You will be on your own against impossible odds. I am sorry, but I must protect my interests. The only safe escape is through my influence once my eggs are recovered. She took that choice away from us. Like, Kered was willing to help her, but she just forced this upon us. That doesn't really sit well with him at all. I mean, he doesn't mind helping people one bit. In fact, he enjoys helping people. But she is coercing us into doing this. But at this point, it really doesn't seem like we have much of a choice. And so he wouldn't be openly willing to this, but he would be conditional. And say, as long as you honor the deal, I will be content. Although secretly, he wasn't, because she coerced them, and that really put him in a bad way. I thank you. Remember, you are from the city of Kered Larae. Okay, remember everyone, Kered Larae. Or is it Kered Larae? I don't know. Got a roll or whatever. Take a Drow name as well. Use Veldrin. It is commonly used. Okay, I'll be Veldrin. What are all you going to be? Well then. Look everyone, we're Drow! Isn't that cute? Oh, we look so ugly. Yep, all Drow looking. Wow, he looks a bit feminine, I gotta say. Well, we're all elves, you know, it's kinda hard to tell sometimes.
Onward then.
See, the thing that's kind of annoying about Mince's haste boots is that he's going to consistently outrun everyone else in the group, which kind of makes it awkward to pace. I really don't think there's anything left for us to say to her at the moment. Kered is not pleased with the conditions she set, but she has given the group a way for them to enter the city. I think we're gonna swap out the Ring of Regeneration for the Ring of Speed, just so he walks at a normal... Oh, wait! Hold on a second. That's strange. Oh, I think we might have given that other ring to somebody else. Affects mobility in any way. This includes slow and haste spells. Well, then why isn't he walking any slower? Maybe that's a glitch. If you put on this ring after putting on the boots, maybe it doesn't affect it? Ah, okay. It is...
As you will.
Okay, out of character, that is a game glitch. So you can still have that effect, provided that you put the ring on after the boots. Well, that's kind of cheap. Whatever. This will keep him at a nice normal pace, so he doesn't leave everyone behind.
Of course.
I mean, if you had a party of speed demons like that, that would be handy, but... Alright, so we're from Kered Larae, and my name is Veldrin, and I guess all of you are my loyal servants. Okay, does anyone know how to act like a drow? Anybody? I imagine be mean is one of the requisites. I'm not really sure, though. I imagine it has something to do like that. Here, a little Kered and company. And the drow doodahs. Right, that's what we're gonna go with. Alright, so let's go to the city. The gate's open. Hello.
Do not question the matron mothers.
Who is there? You are Drow, but there are no scheduled patrols this day. Identify yourselves. Intruders without cause will be killed where they stand. Speak your purpose. Jeez, that's kind of a rigid policy. You could just shout out who you really are. That's hilarious. Or you could act like a, oh, I'm a humble servant. Or you can be really pointlessly nasty and threaten him. Or you could just answer his question. Which I think is what Kered would do. I am Veldrin, from the city of Kered Larae. My apologies, I merely follow my duty in questioning you. You are welcome to pass, Veldrin of Kered Larae. There would normally be an extensive questioning of you, but we were expecting your group from Kered Larae. Your late arrival has delayed the plans of Solofane, whoever that is. Enter quickly, and be sure that you seek Solofane's counsel. He is of the Male Fighter Society, will instruct you on your conduct within Ust Natha. Be aware that your welcome is conditional, and that if you fail to meet with him, or fail him in any other way, you will be hunted for sport by all that care to join in. What kind of messed up society is this? Okay, so we really gotta make Solifane happy, guys. The Male Fighter Society is in the north end of the city, past the Female Fighter Society and just before the Spider Pit. Of course. Well then,
I wouldn't dream of refusing.
let's head in. So is anyone else missing the sun?
I hope this is not a sign of things to come. We must strive to maintain balance.
Wow, look at this city. Thankfully, there's a nearby map which indicates where everything is. Alright, well, first is the bazaar. Then there's an aboleth tank. A tavern. Female Fighter Society. Upper levels. Cooley's Home. House J-Lot. The Male Fighter Society, where we're supposed to meet Solifane. D-Rex's Tower, and the Temple of Loth.
Whatever I can do to help.
I don't feel like I fit in with the people in the city anymore.
What? Okay. Just murdered one of his own servants.
We are all heroes. You and Boo and I. Hamsters and rangers everywhere. Rejoice!
I have other sons.
Something you need.
Okay.
You
Well,
point, I punch. Jump on my sword.
that
while you
was
can,
a-
hero. I won't be as gentle.
heartwarming display of
Just name what you want.
family love. Familial love, I should say. Should we wear the Ring of Charisma? Right now he has extra spell rings on. His charisma is high enough as it is. I mean, that's... 15 is good. He should be alright. Alright. Kered's gonna be reminding Hells. Think like a Drow. Okay. Look all wizardly and... Oh, wow, these aren't Drow. These are Githyanki. Away with you, Drowling. Disgusting me you are, and harming vibrations of my ship will you be. Away. Not very friendly. Leaving me alone, you will Drow. We'd Githyanki be here only because having no choice. Us, with damaged ship. That's interesting. It would appear they have a Githyanki ship docked here. Pretty surreal looking device. Wonder what this is. And just some random cupboard. Whatever. Hello.
To walk apart from house and queens, to walk into the grave.
Do you wish to see the magic I have acquired? I have many a magical device fashioned by Drow hand, as well as some taken from lesser races that did not deserve them. Well, it's just Kered hates the idea of doing business with Drow. I mean, you're supposed to keep up appearances. Yes, I shall see what you have. Okay, apparently this guy has many types of spells for sale, which is pretty useful, actually. Powerful spells by the looks of it. Probably gonna have to be buying some of these soon. They're a touch expensive, but I'll find ways to make money. What I'm curious about is whether we have anything that we need to pawn off. We could use some of this Drow equipment that we found, but Kered and the others probably really aren't interested in it. Might as well just sell it. And we have some items that... weaponry and other things that need to be identified. Yeah, it looks like this is the person to go to buy spells. We should probably make note of that. Maybe Kered can identify the rest of these items quickly and easily. Longsword, flails. Well, there certainly are powerful enough items, but ugly looking too. Not particularly interested in using them, though. So, gonna have Minsk sell these off. I believe Jaheira had more of that. Yeah. Flails. Man, even the shields are decent. Certainly have good equipment. The thing is that they say that Drow sometimes raid up on the surface, but the adamantite equipment that they have disintegrates whenever it's exposed to sunlight. So how do they go up there without their equipment just turning to rubbish as soon as they get up there? I mean, that seems like it would be a major disadvantage whenever they went on one of these little ventures. But whatever.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Alright, it doesn't look like a merchant.
To walk apart from house and creeds, to walk into the grave.
Welcome to my store, brother. You will find my blades true and sharp. None are better. But remember well that I will not replace anything once it has been exposed to the surface world. Adamantite weapons and armor decay once outside of Lot's dark embrace. Well, this kind of is an interesting question, but is there nothing that can stop such decay? No, and of course we would wish it no other way. It would be a great insult for those of another race to carry Drow weapons. Oh, so that's why they do it. But yeah, this is what he's wondering about. Doesn't that make extended forays to the surface difficult? The Drow do not make extended forays to the surface. There's nothing above that we need. We only occasionally raid for specific reasons. You should know this. Oh, of course, yes. Now let me see what you have in stock. Alright. Well, he has a couple minor magical weapons, it looks like. I don't know if he has anything that's actually worthwhile. Whoa, what is this? Spear of Withering, +4. Carved from the heart of a rotten tree ant, the spear smells of death. When held in your hands, it groans a little, as if reluctant to allow a living thing to touch it. At battle, the Spear of Withering spits a foul poison into its target upon each successful hit. +4 poison damage. Ouch. And +4 weapon to boot. That actually might be really good for Jaheira, if she doesn't want to use a shield. Ooh, Fire Tooth. Dagger of Throwing, +3, the Fire Tooth. This throwing knife is imbued with magical fire and was supposedly carved from an extracted red dragon tooth. Tavern tales suggest the beast is still alive, her anger fueling the enchantment within the weapon. Though fanciful, the story is consistent, and it is said the dagger returns to the thrower as though on wings. This +3 weapon does 1d2 fire damage. Wow, Kered is actually probably pretty interested in that. In fact, he might just buy it. I also have magical bullets. Sentinel, +4. A shield. A century ago, astronomers noted an unexpected comet coming to Earth offshore of the Sword Coast. An odd occurrence. It was made stranger by the lightweight fragments of metal found days later by blacksmith Huffam Thirum, who cared little about celestial events. He fashioned the bulk of it into this shield, though the forging took months and the aid of several enchanters. From the heavens, nay, from my hammer. +5 defense. That's quite a shield. Doesn't seem to offer any other bonuses, though. Staff of the Earth. Linked to the plane of Earth, this staff may have been fashioned by an ancient druidic sect and can summon an Earth elemental, though it also has the potential to slay such creatures in a single blow, possibly hinting at how difficult it is to control them. It can also free a person from the Earth by casting stone to flesh. Some abilities are limited by charges. Some assembly required. If an air elemental is hit, must save for spells to be destroyed. Can summon up an 8 hit dice Earth elemental for 1 hour and do stone to flesh. +2 weapon. Wow, that could actually be really useful as well. Have Earth elementals you can summon up. Robe of the Evil Archmagi. Well, good thing there.